Hands up. Don't shoot. 1013. Officer needs assistance. Stop right there. You're guilty until proven innocent, but it's supposed to be the other way around. You can see me, can't you? I'm just a person. My hands are raised. I don't have a weapon. Let me take my mask off. Wait, no sudden movements, but you need to see my face. I'm not any danger to you. I'm just here. Wrong place at the right time is what you'll put in your report. Gunshots, ringing. See my face. No sudden movements. You need to see my face because you need to see the intensity in my eyes when I cry out to you. I need help. I'm not a threat to you. I will never be. You only don't like me because the complexion of my skin, hand turned around, is still no weapon. The complexion of my skin says that, guess what? I may be black, but I'm still human. Human, I have rights. Human, I am a person. Human, I am a being with flesh and blood that runs through my veins just as yours do. You see, I'm not a freestyle poet, but in this poem here, you'll see some complexions of different things that I try to get across here. I can't breathe is what you hear me say, only because I can't catch the breath of my words, not because the officer has his knee in my throat. I can't breathe, only because I can't catch the words to say, not because I'm in a chokehold of society, of oppression and depression, of succession. I can't breathe. Can you hear me? I'm calling out to you. Shots fired, rings loud and clear. Can you see me? I can't see you. All I see is the barrel of your gun pointed in my face in this freestyle poem. I can't breathe. Shots fired. Can you see me? There once was a time when you could see me, but then you only saw me for what it was or what you thought it could be. But guess what? I'm still me. Never to fall prey to what you thought was violence, only to be upstanding of the law. But guess what? This is hard for me. Even in a freestyle poem, it's hard for me. You see, because I see the things happening around me, but I can't speak words enough because words aren't working. So I got to cause chaos, but chaos isn't working. So destruction is what it will be. But destruction isn't causing nothing but more destruction. Help me. I still can't breathe. I can't breathe. I'm losing my mind. I'm falling into this place of darkness and depression and despair. I want to get out. Throw me a rope. Not the one hanging from the tree, but throw me a rope that I can wrap around my hand so that you can pull me up. Not drop me down. You can step on me, you can step over me, but you'll see me. You'll see me on the ground crying out, bleeding from my face. I need help. I can't breathe. I need you to see me. See me not for your perception, but see me for who I am. See me for the intellect that I have. Wait, no sudden movements. My hands are still up. Please don't shoot. I'm only an intellectual person. I went to school. I don't have a degree. I live at home with my mom. I have a disability. It's not a weapon, it's just a cane. Sir, trust me, I'm no threat to you. I will never be a threat to you because you stand above me. When actuality, you stand beneath me because guess what? I am the superior being, but you don't want to hear that. Hey, I'm backing off. My hands are still up. Even in this freestyle poem, I lose my words because I can't catch my breath. But my friend was on the ground the other day, breathing, crying out for help, but you said to him, you're resisting arrest. 1013 rang out over the radio. You needed backup for one person, one man on the ground, elderly, 80 years old, but you wanted assistance. He was hit with a rubber bullet, sprayed with mace, attacked with dogs. Wait, that was Martin back in the day. Then we come forward to Malcolm. Malcolm said, by any means necessary, but even then you said, guess what? He can't have that much power. One black man. Kennedy assassinated. One white man. Televised, they were both. Mountains came to Muhammad. Tears rang in the streets. Water holes turned on children. Dogs attacking the elderly. Wait, that's not today. That was back then, but it seems like today is coming from then. Wait, I'm losing my mind. I don't know where I'm going with this here, but walk with me. I seriously can't breathe. I'm overheating and I'm scared. I'm scared of my children as to come into this world and which we're handing down to them. It's beyond just air pollution and self-gratification. It's beyond politics and religion. It's what we see in front of us today. It's the hatred that we have in our hearts for one another. When in fact, we're supposed to love each other like we love ourselves, but do we really love ourselves enough to love another person? That's what I hear us saying, but that's not what's happening. You see, when God laid a doctrine, see, we follow the God, but then we separate God from God, and then we have gods. And it's like, where are we going from here? We throw things in our face like pancake syrup or oatmeal boxes. We throw things in our face like religion or subsidized learning or educational institutions or institutionalized learning or institutionalized penitentiaries. But guess what? It's holding us down. What are we fighting for? What are we marching for? We are fighting for equality. Equality of what? Equality of man. And man is man is man. Man is man. Man is man. But guess what? Nothing is coming from it. Let your voice be heard right now. Stand up and speak your word. Speak your word with value, with audacity to say, guess what? I'm here when you see me, when I can't breathe. Double barrels pointed at you. Shaking, trembling, because he says he's in fear of his life. His hands are shaking, but yours are trembling when they're up. Fingers spread apart. You see I have no weapon, but still you pull that trigger back. Boom. Down goes another one. Down goes another one. Down goes another one. Your president cheers. He tweets a thing that says, looting begins fighting. Fighting begins shooting. White power, he screams out. He tweets day in and day out. No violence against him. I'm not one for that. I'm a poet, so my words have to be strength enough for me. My words have to be my weapon. I don't know where I'm going with this here, but it needs to get out. It needs to be said. Often we fall prey to our own words, but guess what? Our words what makes us us. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth shall truly speak, but what is your heart saying to you that has the audacity for your lips to move in such audacity, a profound language, and profanity? You see, we can scream, we can cuss, we can fight, we can cry, we can shout, but at the end of the day, what are we standing for? What is this about? I seriously am lost for words. And as a poet, for me, that's the downfall of me. I look out my window and I see children playing with masks 6 feet apart. When I came up, there was no 6 feet apart. There were no masks. We didn't even wear helmets on our bikes. We had the audacity enough to say we don't need protection out here because we're going to be fine. Now the protection is understanding that when you go, you have to be right at all times, politically correct, or you will be canceled. You have to be at a place of saying, I know my rights. But even then, your rights have been stricken from you because you don't know exactly what's happening around you, because that man with that paper says that you are wrong, but you're right, just in the wrong place at the right time. I don't get it. I don't get it. I truly don't. Now, this spoken word may not be for you. That's fine. But it was on my heart to get it out just like this. You see, I had nothing written down. I'm not reading from a paper. I'm just speaking my mind. To me, spoken word is just that, speaking your mind. You speak words not in rhyme, not in cadence, but getting it out and how you choose to get it out. Yes, some words may come with rhyme, rhythm, and beat, but guess what? This one here has none of that. It may have some of that just right there, and maybe even before, but it's me. If you know me, you know I don't like spoken word poems. It bears your heart. It shows your flaws. Just as society does every day. The picture in the magazine. The video on MTV. It shows that I would never measure up to be what you want me to be. It shows that even though I have higher education, my intellect still isn't above board enough to say I get qualified for that job. That job that says I need at least 5 years of experience. But guess what? How do I get that experience if I don't have the job to start with? Where do I start? They say entry level. What is entry level? Working day in and day out, back-breaking tasks. This is my grandfather did in the cotton fields. Not my grandfather, but my great-grandfather. Not my great-grandfather, but my great-great-grandfather who grew up on that plantation. Who married under that tall oak tree in the field. Alongside his family, or those who he made his family, because his family was sold off to the plantation down the way. I don't know if this is my history, but I'm quite certain it's some of yours. The audacity of society today. I don't understand it. But I do know that one day soon, a change is going to come. A change is going to come. Now let me catch my breath, because right now, I truly can't breathe. I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, and just like the river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will.